Dick is falling from the fucking sky. I have a dick umbrella, okay, that I carry around to keep these dicks from hitting me in the forehead.
But our first clip today is going to be everything is
Dicks,
relationships.
dicks,
Everything is
everything,
dicks. We
everything,
started off with
everything.
everything is dicks. The first conversation is crazy.
Assumed that just because a man has options that he is going to cheat or that he has a right to cheat or that if you're going to date that person you have to accept that. If he has said to you, I am not going to be faithful to you, but I do want to be in a relationship with you, and you choose to be in a relationship with him, yeah, that's your fault. He sold you. But if he has presented this life before you that he is going to be faithful to you and he's not going to care about these hoes, and by hoes I mean like just people, like they're probably not hoes, I'm sure they're wonderful women, he's not going to care about these women, um and then proceeds to do that, then that's a lie and that's deception. And anyone has any right to say, I don't want to live that lifestyle. Like a lot of women do accept that lifestyle, and that's cool too. Like that's their prerogative. But this like idea that she's just supposed to accept that shit, like what are we talking about? Get a fucking grip. Let me tell you this. I say this to my male friends all the fucking time. And I feel like I'm saying nothing but obvious shit. Just because women don't fuck doorknobs does not mean that we don't get attention. If I wanted to have sex in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I feel 100% confident I could walk across the street and make that happen. Across the street. I don't know anyone across the street in that building. There's a building across the street. I could walk over there and find someone to have sex with. I feel that confident in my abilities to do that. Why? Because I'm a woman. Not because I have game, not because I'm famous, not because I have money, like literally just because I happen to have a vagina. So stop this narrative that like men get so much attention and we just don't understand what it's like when women are throwing themselves at you. Dick is falling from the fucking sky. I have a dick umbrella, okay, that I carry around to keep these dicks from hitting me in the forehead. It is not hard to find dick. It's the most surplus like thing on the planet. There's a surplus of dick. Okay? It needs to be in storage. So shut the fuck up about women throwing themselves at men and it's so hard. You don't understand.
Yo, I mean, I don't know. I I ain't never been rained on with dicks. So she's speaking from her perspective only. You know what I'm saying? To be quite honest. But I
Yeah.
think to so her viral clip was the dick umbrella portion, and of course, so shout out to you, Chidi, doing your homework and getting the context, the at least the
The
45 seconds
context
minute
of, yeah, what she was
before
talking
that,
about.
you know. So with that being said, she's again, she said it. Said I'm about to state the obvious, like I'm about to
Yeah.
say, blanket. Everybody knows I can fuck what I want because I'm a woman. And I think to her point of relationship situations is for a man to speak to a woman and the expectation is I'm a cheat because bitches want to fuck me. Her Uno reverse card is nigga can both of us do it. And most niggas can't handle that. Like
I
most niggas will not abide by that rule. That again, as she say, how niggas say I tripped and fell in some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Oh my bad, baby, I tripped. Hey, I wasn't trying to cheat. She was just all up on me. Bro, I
here's
done
the thing.
fucked hoes in the freezer of a club. I'm being so honest
Yeah.
about that.
I know. I'm pretty sure. We've all been in our situations, to put it that way. Listen, I'm gonna be vulnerable here. I've been in an open relationship, and I came with that mindset of, I'm not ready to be monogamous. But it wasn't from a standpoint of, listen, I got all this bread, all these women want to fuck me, I can't do it. It's more of me. It was more of like an internal thing of like, I wasn't sure if I was ready. I wasn't sure if I was ready. I didn't want to lie to somebody, and they accepted it. So what to her point, yeah, if you're a girl who accepts it, to some degree, then that's fine. But if you're a guy who's lying about it, That's the issue. And if that's that's the issue. I think that where I have a problem with what she's saying, she's making this big grand display of, oh my God, women can fuck men. There's dicks falling from the sky. I can get a dick from across the street, like as if it's some grand revelation. Even she said it was obvious, but then you don't need to make this huge display if it's obvious. I feel like it. I don't think she's
No,
making
well,
a point. I don't think she's making a point here. I think that what she fails to realize that when men say, oh, these guys of status who get pussy thrown at them is hard to resist, is to say that, listen, for the single woman out there, not the women who are in a relationship with these guys, for the single woman out there, when you say you want a man of status, be prepared for what comes with that. That there is a more higher probability that he could cheat. That's what I think. That's what men are trying to say. It's not that, oh, you should just take it and accept it. I think
how
that
do
that's
we
what.
how do we say that as a man and don't hear that as a woman from the woman's side?
No,
Now I feel
from
like Mark my
listen,
hair. I'm a
I,
feminist.
listen
Words mean
from
things.
what do you mean from the woman's side? The woman's side is that
Like
we already know that men want to have sex with you. Like we've known this forever. That goes without being said. But as you get more fame, as you get more status, more money as a man, and become more attractive, I do believe that it becomes you become more of a hot commodity, especially when you're like a ball player. You're gonna get women thrown at you. I think the difference is what she's saying is that she thinks men are saying you gotta deal with it no matter what. I think what men are saying is that there are precautions when you get into a relation with those men. So you gotta know who you're dating. It's more about women. The women have to have more discernment for who they date.
I'm not.
And
I'm
let's be
not. I'm
real.
not
Women
going.
have to
I'm,
be
I'm not
more
going. I'm
discerning.
not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I can't rock with you
Not
on
gonna
that.
do what?
I can't. Women have to be more discerning on who they date, bro. Like when. Okay, so let's put
And
this
it's
on the
not
other
always gonna
side.
work out. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's
Hold
okay.
on, I'm just saying. Clay don't know who Meg is. Let's just use in the context of this of them two people status. Clearly Clay is a 6'7", $300 million man. Like you said, he's a champion, whatever the case may be. But his life ain't never been in the limelight. So he been able to move around Derek Jeter esque, really low key. Where like nigga, he can leave gift baskets. Don't nobody know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Like realistically, Meg has been plastered with her, whether it's her own doing or there's blogs or whatever the case may be. So for Clay to know that he's with a some would have said previously, I'm not saying this, a promiscuous woman, a girl who gets around, a girl that likes to, somebody to have fun with, but you won't marry. Like that, when you say men have to know, women have to know what type of man they get with, at the same time, if that's your ideology, to your point, Chidi, if your ideology is, I'm going to be upfront with the lady, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, and
That's
I'm gonna
how I
say
used
like
to
this
be.
is
I'm
what.
different now. I'm like,
But
don't
but
get me wrong.
what?
I'm still gonna be upfront, but like, I no
But
longer will be in an open relationship. I think that I don't recommend it.
well, well,
But in
that's
the
to the
past, I
point
was that way.
but that's what Joy's saying. Like, if you play her enough to kick it how you used to kick it, or how how Lou Will used to kick it, how these niggas kick it, don't be a aforementioned uh or not
A
aforementioned because we
liar.
haven't mentioned them. Don't be Drake, right? Don't have Melissa Ford and Takara leaving your spot, going to the other spot because and they gotta come to each other woman to woman type thing. Like keep it player. Like, yo, I'm open, I'm dating, I'm out here.
Yeah.
You're not the only one. I could treat you to a nice time. I could treat you to a trip. I could treat you to a bag. I can buy you this car. I can buy you this house, but you're not my wife. So
Mhm.
Joy's saying that like if a woman goes for that,
Yeah. So
she
be it.
hasn't she can't, but to the point of don't have me cooking for your family for Thanksgiving. Don't be championing me out to the game. Don't be bringing me to the game in the wives and girlfriends section with the other wives and girlfriends,
I
and
don't
you
think
out
that's what
doing
she's
shit
saying.
bomb. But
I
well,
think
why
Joy
isn't
Taylor
that?
is basically just saying, hey, Don't tell me that men get pussy thrown at them because women get dicks thrown at them too. I think that's the beginning and end of what she's saying. I do
Well,
agree with you that yeah, if you're gonna keep it player. Don't get too serious with these women if you are on that type of timing. If you're on this like kind of like yo, you ain't serious. Don't make it serious. But once you make it serious, I think every man should be accountable to their woman. If you say this woman is your woman, be accountable to her. 100%. I'm not saying that a woman should just take any type of behavior from any man, no matter who he is. I don't care how many championships, how famous you are, who you are. You can be fucking
I
whoever.
think that was what the crux of her conversation was. To your point, the
I
overarching
don't.
thing is
I
that
heard something else. Yeah.
to your point, the way you commented though is that you're saying women have to be more discerning of knowing who they fuck with
I'm trying to
because
tell
like
because to me, she's making it seem like when men say men get women thrown at them when they get to a certain status, and then you're Klay Thompson and all that stuff. I think, but I think she's missing the point of why men say that. The point is not to say, "Hey, man, you just got to deal with it," because she mentioned that a woman shouldn't have to deal with that. Just deal with it, and that's what she was talking about. That women should deal with it. That's not the point of men saying that. That's what I'm trying to say. The point of men saying that is, yes, it gets harder for men who have all the assets, have all the money, have all the access. So you have to be aware of that when you get involved with these men. And yes, use your discernment on how serious you are getting with these guys. A lot of women, and not just with like famous people. Look at the Pop the Balloon show. They're looking for a guy with a certain type of profile, height, huge dick, money. Even her, Joy Taylor, what did she say? The four F's: funny, fine, and fucking money. That's what she is. So she's part of that culture of just like, yeah, promoting as long as you have money and you are fine. These are all shallow,
well
type of ways
I
to
won't
really find love, right? But here's the
well I
thing: when you
won't
go for those things, they're on that same type of shallow timing. They like you because you're fine, and they like next girl because she's fine. Because there's gonna be another fine girl, so you gotta be discerning on a guy's character more than anything. I'm trying to say is what men are trying to say is not that you should just deal with a guy cheating on you that has money. The guys are trying to say is like, yeah, there's a lot of guys with a lot of money and they're out there fucking, fucking all anything. They're fucking all of them. So be careful on who you choose. Because when you say you want that 6 foot, 7 foot tall guy who has all the money, guess what comes with it? It comes with a lot of
well no
attention.
okay no well okay
Just
so
be
let
aware.
me
I'm not saying that's
no
right.
no okay so let me dial it back then. So fuck the status. I know somebody personally right now going through something, going through a separation, going through possibly going through a divorce.
Oh man.
And on the male side, right, he isn't well off. He is uh he's a law enforcement officer. He
Okay.
may you and they don't really make no money, but the status of a man with a good job and a uniform is all it take for this nigga to get some extra side pussy.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So that ain't got shit to do with the. So this is what this nigga he love his
But
family.
it's not on the
He
level of Clay.
hold on.
Let's be real.
But this but
But
it's
yeah,
not
it's true. It's,
no,
it's still possible.
but
Yeah.
this but the point of this now to your point, I think to everybody's point. If the other person doesn't agree to what you own, it's off. I think that like that shit like so his response to his wife saying catching him and cheating and everything like that. His response
Yeah.
is, "I love my family. I really don't want to lose you, but like right now, you know, I'm experiencing something I ain't never really experienced. And to be quite honest, in this day and age, a lot of men have girlfriends with their wives, and his wife is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we don't. You know what I mean? So, like, to the point of you saying discernment and everything like that. This is the people that have been married together, have a family together, have built a life together, and a nigga grew into that, right? A nigga just a nigga grew into doing some shit that's not in the confines of the ideology and the connection. So what I am saying is, to your point, is yes, women have to do some discernment and know who they're getting with, but also you would say, if you're a police officer, if you're a correctional officer, if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you are some, we've heard these things all the time, that these people are promiscuous just by a generality. You know what I'm saying? So to the point of a basketball player, a football player, a pop star who has her dating a timeline fucking publicized, it's a perceived notion that this person is this person. So you have to treat that person with a distance, with a long handle on, where sometimes there's a connection, a genuine fire, a genuine spark, a genuine bring together, and then you be like, well, this is who I am. And they're like, this ain't aligned with who I want. And so I think the real crime is, to me, the real crime is, we don't need to know your fucking business. I don't think we need to know of, to your Joy Taylor point, of how much dick she can get, to the Megan Instagram portion of Klay break up, to the only thing we need to know is James Pierce Jr., what the fuck he did to Rakia Jackson, because that nigga need to be in jail. We need to know that shit. We need to know the domestic violence shit of a Miles Bridges or a Jackson Hayes, because we can't forget these niggas that's balling, that's hooping out in the playoffs right now, and we forget the transgressions, because that's what a lot of this shit. We talking about a lot of superficial stuff, like you said, we doing right now. But in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
real aspect of it, when we talking about the way that we identify what the real crux of it is that we need to be paying attention to abusers in a different type of way.
No,
We can deal
100%.
with, and I'm not saying that, you. I'm not saying about, but what I am,
No, no,
what,
I
what
know.
I'm, what I'm bringing forth to the conversation is that right now there is a propensity for us to disclose information that is unnecessary to the general public, especially when you want to say, respect my privacy during this time,
I think you're right. I
right?
think you're right that we don't need to know all this information. This is not like I think people get like, and with Meg Thee Stallion, I have a soft spot for her because of her history, losing her parents at an early age.
Absolutely,
Her,
absolutely,
completing
absolutely.
college, and I remember being young, having, and imagine getting that much money and fame that young and not having anybody to go to and share it with, that that the people who raise you. And I don't like the way she gets bullied, because I do think she's in a tough position. So she's growing up in real time with a lot of this stuff, So her fan base becomes her family in a sense. So she's sharing a lot, and I think that's something that a lot of young celebrities go through, is how do you just separate, you know, what to share and what not to share with your army, so to speak, your stands. And I don't think this is necessarily one of those things, but they want to know because they were invested in your relationship. Oh my God, Meg found love. They're so excited for her. They look so cute together. They're doing freaking Halloween pictures and Christmas pictures and all that stuff. So it becomes this thing that you feel obligated to share what happened to those people who were so invested. You know, um, and Meg is huge. She's one of the biggest celebrities in the world. So is going to make news. I do think this is overboard, though. I do think that this is not, like you said, a serious conversation right now. I think it becomes a meme with the Joy Taylor stuff and whatever Cam Newton says online now. Like it becomes one of those funny, those topical, cultural conversations to almost like to keep us distracted from other serious things going on, like the things you mentioned of other people and the abuse that people are doing, and the stuff going on in the world. So yeah, but
Oh,
I
James
think
Pierce Jr. got a traffic ticket, cause like in a great, he got motherfucking driving school, motherfucking 4 hour class type shit. Like he got nothing. He got nothing.
Wow.
There is no back, bro. Lexi Brown, the WNBA player that was fucking rumored, like not even confirmed, not even. I don't even know where they grasped this from. Was rumored to be the one who was cheating on, who was the one that Klay Thompson was cheating with. She has said she needs security, death threats,
All for
like
this. That's crazy.
all because some weird ass fan base cares or invested about who they celebrity is dating, and then how. That's what I'm trying to say. The celebrity holds a responsibility. The celebrity holds a
You're
responsibility.
right. You're right. But at the same time, I don't think the celebrity is responsible for people then doing death threats to some random person. I don't think when Meg puts that information out, hey, this is why we know we're not together anymore, that she thinks in her head or even considers that some random WNBA player is gonna get death threats now. Like that's
You can't, but
people have to take ownership of them. Like these fan bases are insane. We've seen the whole Drake Kendrick shit, people
Meg,
getting shot,
Meg
Rihanna's
needs,
RV getting
Meg
shot.
needs
Like
to.
people are out of control right now.
Meg has a PR team. When it has been all these days since the breakup, all these days, and we've reached out, and your girlie's reached out, and your homegirl done reached out. Do you have proof that this girl did it? Yes or no? If you don't, sit the fucking call the dogs off. Same Instagram that you used to fucking say he cheated. Go to your fucking Instagram. You ain't gotta put no video. You put words up. Put
Yeah.
words. Go and say, hey, from girl to girl, from woman to woman, protect a black woman to a black woman. Like, we not finna do that.
No, I
If
feel you.
she didn't fuck your relationship up, and she's experienced
Put a
the same
statement
type
out.
of fucking mental trauma
Leave her
that you did
alone.
with the Tory Lane shooting, my nigga, do you gotta shoot her some bail?
Now,
You
granted,
own that responsibility. You do.
you're 100%. I feel you on that. Put if she's aware of this, please put something out, a statement out that says, "Hey guys, leave her alone because she's not involved." However, what if she is? She's lying. Then what do you want Meg Thee Stallion to do in that scenario where she's like, yeah, this is what ruined my relationship? Then she's no, I'm joking,
No, but
but
hold on, no,
I'm interested in
hold
your
on, but
response.
also real though. If and women are women. If she got facts, pictures, texts, like pictures, like Instagram, snaps, whatever. If she if she got some facts and she goes to the Instagram and say, "Girl, please, me and you both know it was you." That's the confirmation right then and there.
But that just incites more
I
negativity
mean,
towards this woman,
at the same hold on, but at the same time, women can be catty and not to the whole point. I don't. Lord knows I hate bringing this. I feel like Stephen A. Jasmine Crockett. She's from where she's from. She's very eloquent. We just said Megan Thee Stallion just graduated college and everything like that. She can snap at that girl Lexi and still call the dogs off and say she don't deserve that, but you know what you did, you know what you are. Like what I'm trying to say is Nicki,
Yeah.
Beyonce, Meg, Cardi B, as black women who lead the charge for other black women that stands in hold on,
LGBT.
LBGBTQA plus community.
LGBTQIA plus.
I knew I was gonna forget a letter. I was trying to be dead ass. But what I'm saying is that is a fan base that spark against one another. And for an inclusion type personality, for someone who can go from a 70-year-old lady to your 12-year-old singing WAP, that is the fucking diversity of where we at. I still do believe that whether she did or didn't, the death threats aren't necessarily a part of her call to action, but I definitely do believe that mentally if you have any type, she cheated on you. So what? She fucked your man. So what? To the point of Joy Taylor, bringing it all the way back. If she fucked your man, so what? You charge her to the game. That bitch don't deserve death threats.
Gotcha.
Period.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And I think it takes a mature person to do that. And
For sure.
I also think that these celebrities get caught up in their own lives and they don't even know this stuff is going on. Even if she, she's getting death threats. She Meg to this point right now might not even have an idea. She's on to, some kind of modeling show or some video shoot or whatever it may be, some photo shoot for
She's
whatever coming
performing
next.
she's performing on Broadway for
On Broadway,
Moulin
yeah,
Rouge.
So Moulin
But
Rouge, I know.
I ain't trying to. I hear you.
But maybe she doesn't
I
know.
know you.
But you're right. I
I know
do
you trying to
think.
shoot her some bell. I know you trying to shoot her some bell. I got
I'm
you.
just putting all the options out there, whether she does know, whether she doesn't know, whether the girl is the person or whether she's not the person. I like having the full range of possibilities in the conversation, but I hear exactly where you're coming from. Point blank period. Where I stand is I would love for Meg and Stallion to call off the dogs on this young lady if she does know. And at the same time, as it comes to men with status, I think we need or women with status or whatever you may be. When it comes to finding love, I think people need to start looking for what matters and rather than the status stuff. Because when you start seeing these pictures of all these love celebrities where this relationship just kind of popped up out of nowhere, you can tell like, oh, this is gonna burn out quick. It's kind of like when you saw Stephon Diggs as Cardi B. It's kind of like when you kind of like we can sense that when it's like a real thing where it organically, slowly starts to burn.
Yes. That's the perfect example of a motherfucker who. Okay, we can get off. You talking about reading signs, nigga?
Yeah.
Bro, you want to talk about having discernment?
Yeah.
On both sides.
And I don't think either one of them on both sides, but I don't think either one of them was trying to make it serious. I think they just
They was not. They was not. They was not.
They was not trying. And then
but this is what I'm trying to say. She gets but that's what I'm trying to say. Why lie? Why save yourself the embarrassment by going on the news coverage and be like, he said he wanted to heal me.
He said
be real.
It's true. But she also said she was not trying to get pregnant and it just happened. She said the truth. I like Cardi B. She keeps it a buck.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, okay.
And we're talking real drama shit right now. Like
hold on, cuz I done said I want to get you pregnant and they mean it. And it happened. And so
hey man, you manifest that shit, man, over and over again.
That's what I'm trying to say, nigga.
Hey man.
So you say a lot of stuff when you in there, cuz.
Listen, thoughts and prayers to everything, to all involved. Listen, man.
Discernment, my nigga. Discernment, nigga.
And that's the story. That is the word of the day. The word of the day for this scenario. Joy Taylor, have some discernment with the man you talking to too. It's not about how many. We all know you can get smashed any day of the week. That is not news.
Hey, and I ain't gonna hold you. If I was around for the situation that niggas are talking about of giving niggas hall passes, I'll be across the street in that building when Joy come there. Nigga.
All right. moving on. Next topic.